You wait, I'll be all buff next year. I'll be doing my trying to exercise.
All right, now, Laura has plans for home entertainment.
But we have to give her.
Hey, Mike, that's really not a natural color.
Wait, the other day I was bossing Andrew around.
No, you won't.
Sometimes he reminds me of not one of my students and stop bossing him. So I was like, and he said, now, who's going to be retirement? All my flowers. Please. And your tiara. Okay, so y'all bear with me because, you know, after 29 years, I got a lot to say. I whittled it down, though, because I don't want to torture you with too much of it. But I did have a few things I wanted to say. And so now I'm going to say it.
All right.
First, I want to thank my sugar daddy, Mike. Finally rehearsing enough
That's right.
that I am sugar baby and not sugar mama. But Mike, thank you for having us in your beautiful home. And thank you, Patty and Sue. Where's Patty?
Right here.
Where's Sue? Because this is where I'll cry, because let me cry and get it done with. But before Ann died, one of the last conversations we had was her crying. I'm like, Ann, I know, it's hard. She said, you should plan your retirement party. I'm supposed to plan your retirement party. And Patty and Sue were like, Ann, we got covered. And look, they had it covered. So, Ann, we got it covered, baby. Now, I'm trying not to cry anymore. I cried a lot this year. But happy tears sometimes. Last night when my students were singing at the ABSS retirement thing, I literally was sobbing, except I was trying to be silent sobbing, like this. And when I sat down, Joe just started patting my head. So I'm like, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Oh, gosh, thank you, Joe. I needed a pat right then. But thank you, Patty and Sue, and everyone else who made food and came and to have a party with our end of the year and to honor Donna and me, and thank you for being here. So I told some of you my future plans. But I haven't told all of you my future plans, and I do want to tell you that that I do plan on having lots of R&R, but I mostly, number one on my list is to spend time with Andrew and my family. And Andrew, God bless him, has allowed himself to be kind of low on that list sometimes, you know, after teaching some of you all sitting here and teaching your kids. And, you know, he's just allowed himself to be a low priority some days, but never in my heart. And he always understood and supported that. And, I couldn't have had this career without Andrew.
You were trying to kill right now with smoking lights.
I told my students today, I said, Mr. Sam and I, we're going to have dates and have fun, and they all cheered. They know how much I love Andrew, and I guess y'all do too, because I just told you. I'm going to keep teaching chorus at Governor School East as long as they have me. I adore Governor School, and I leave for Governor School 2 days after graduation, so not much time to sit around and mope. And so I'm going to flip my classroom and teach in the summer and be off the rest of the year. I love that flip. I can't say where because I haven't signed a contract, but I'm very excited that I'm going to take on the job as Associate Music Director at one of the local churches, and that'll be public soon, but it's not at liberty to say yet. And then I'm going to work for Music Contact International, and Andrew and I are going to lead chorus tour adventures around Europe and take other people's choruses and, you know, boss around the bus driver and whatever, but that's going to be super fun, and so we'll hopefully have lots of travel. So anyway, there it is. So I first wanted to tell you a few things about the past, but I'm not going to make a bitter speech. I've been at now, this is my 29th end of the year party, which usually involves retirement, and Mikey Dean and Rich seem some good ones, haven't we? we have, so y'all can help me out, you old timers, so we put bitter letters read aloud, and, gosh, a stripper showed up one year. Most of the time, they're just like family fun, like tonight, but there've been some memorable ones. But I was trying to get back on. My students asked me the other day, they said, what's the worst thing that's ever happened? And I thought, well, nothing's the worst thing that ever happened, but let's see, maybe some things you would think the worst thing that was happening. I have been called a bitch twice. Excuse me for the word, but anyway.
Only twice? That's like yesterday for me.
And when I was at the Steve Sizemore was with me at the ABAE retirement dinner, and one of the ladies got up and said that a student called her that, and she said, "You will address me as Mrs. Now, this girl, it was my first year teaching, and I'd taken the kids over to turn time to sing, and the whole time they were up there in front singing, she, in fact, was not. She was talking while she was supposed to be singing. Blah, 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 blah. So when we got outside, I said, Tracy, her name was Tracy Kelly, Tracy, I said, can I have a word with you over to the side? And she said, what do you want with me? Well, Tracy, I'd like you not to talk during the performances. She went just like this. She said, you crossed that white line. And I said, because there was a white line in the car. And I said, well, I think I will. Let's go to the office. And then isn't it amazing? She followed me. And then sat her down in the office and she got in trouble. I was like, okay. And then the other time I got called out was more recently. I don't think that Veronica or Lucas were in this particular group. But when the VIP singers, when they really feel proud, they like to go in the hallway and sing because there's real good echo out there and they sound a lot better than they actually are. And so they like out there. And so if they practice really hard, like, can we sing in the hall? Can we sing? Like, no, you're not ready in the hall yet. So I finally let them go out in the hall, and so I wanted to give them their starting pitch. And so I went around the corner to my office to play the notes on the piano. And as I went around the corner, I heard one of them say, where's the bitch? And I said, and I swung back around the corner, I said, which one of you called me? How dare? And they're like, what? What, Miss Sam, what? And I said, and they said, no, pitch, Miss Sam, where's the pitch? So I'm sure, you know, there have been many other times, but just not to my face, and that's okay. So then I was just thinking back at some really, really wonderful times, and I realized that it's just become a blur of kind of phases. Like at the beginning, it was horrible. Like my job was horrible. That first year, if Andrew had not been in school, I would have never taught again after that first year. Some of y'all were there in my first year, and you understand when I say horrible, it was horrible. I cried every day. The school board chairperson wanted to fire me because I was new. I'm like, somebody has to be new sometime. You can't, please, believe in me. It was really terrible. It was hardcore terrible. But Andrew was in school, and I was the one earning the paycheck at the time, so I stuck with it. And I'm so grateful, because look at the wonderful that I had after about year 4. Year 2 and 3 were still little kind of rough. But then once people realized that I wasn't going anywhere, then it eased up, and y'all old timers know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know why you're looking.
Leslie's like, I've been here 10 years, baby.
After Burlington got me broken in, and I understood how things work here, it took me a while, because things work a little differently here than I was used to. And I learned how to get along, and I learned how to be part of the community and not bossing people around all the time. Then things got better, and then so then there's just this long stretch of a lot of really great music and musicals and students and faculty and a lot of really great administrators. Some real crazy ones, which are fun to talk about, but some really great ones too. And I am really thankful to end my career with Joe, because he could not be more supportive of fine arts and chorus, and me personally. And what a great way to end my career, especially with Mark being my go-to boss. My former student,